Good morning, everybody. How the hell are ya? Well, damn, there was a lot of shit going on last night, wasn't there? Yeah, damn. I was gonna go live last night, but it was too late, and I was like, you know what? I need to go to bed. I got shit to do. So, goddamn. So, you know, I do want to say that I feel bad. Hey, Spoof, how are you, babe? I feel I've been trying not to talk about this because it brings up some very salty feelings, but you know, when Sweetwheat was in Hey Critters, when Sweetwheat was in my Discord, um, we all sat there and warned her and warned her and warned her and said, "Don't go back to Pandora. She's gonna fuck you up again. She's gonna sit here and she's gonna play nice and then she's gonna fuck you over." And she had a lot of really good friends in my Discord. We all support each other. We all are friends. And, they're the best people I know on YouTube. And some of them are real life friends. And, it, I warned Sweetwheat. I personally warned her. And I said, don't go back to Pandora. Well, she did. And now look what's happened. You know, I love Sweetwheat like she was one of my you know pseudo sisters or whatever the hell it's called. Um, and it sucks because I don't want to see anybody who I care about get hurt like that because I'm not like that. I don't want people to get hurt. I don't want people to be um I don't want them to go through bullshit and pain and everything else. But sometimes you just have to let people do what they're going to do because they're going to do it. You know, I can't imagine having somebody that says that they are my friend. Exactly, exactly, critters, exactly. She loves she loves she loves Pandora like Analyzer, Pandora, or whatever, like her sister, and I get that, and I feel bad that she every single time she gets thrown underneath the bus, and it's like, how many times? Hi, Sue. How many times do you have to get hit by the bus before you walk out of the way? You know, Sweetly, you had real friends with us. Like, we supported you. We sat there and we we were your friends. And you went back to somebody who treats you like shit. I don't understand. Yeah, exactly. She had friends. I know. And, it, I don't get it. I really don't. Um, and Pandora, if you think you intimidate me, you really fucking don't. You are just sad and sad. You can't have friends. You have people around you, but you don't have friends. I have friends. I know everybody in my Discord that in our Discord, it's not my Discord, it's our Discord. And I know everybody in our Discord, if I call them up and go, yo, listen, I'm having a bad fucking day. I just need you to listen to me. And they will sit there and listen, and they know they can call me and they can go, yo, Ange, I got a problem and I'm just fucking mad and I need to talk to somebody. They know I'm there. That's what friends do. Hold on, I gotta move a rug for the dog. Here, I'm gonna move it. Okay, there you go. I'm in my office. Um, Spoof, it's, I don't get it. I don't understand why people go back to other people that abuse them. If you know, listen, I took up for her too. And I really did love Sweetie. I loved her like a sister. I didn't have any issues. But I did tell her, don't go back to Pandora because Pandora's going to throw you underneath the bus. And then one day she wakes up and she's gone out of the Discord, and all of a sudden Pandora has everything we've been talking about over there. And by the way, there was nothing bad being talked about. We were just talking about her because, she sucks. As far as Rodney goes, Rodney, you're a shit ass kind of person. You want to sit there and talk about me and then come up and go, hey, Angie, how are you? Fuck you. Fuck you. And, yeah, let me see. Fuck you. I don't want to talk to you. I have nothing to say to you. I have nothing good to say to you. About you, nothing. Once I saw that DV behind your charges, no. Bitch ain't gonna play that way. No, fuck you. Oh, and Pandora, I'm not coming back into the drama scene. I'm just kind of hanging out this morning because waiting on a phone call. As soon as that phone call comes in, I'll have to get off the slide. But because I have some stuff I got to take care of, and it sucks. Bless you. When you think you're friends with somebody and then they completely fuck you over and go back with an abuser. I don't get it. I would never go back to my ex-husband because he's an abuser. He's a horrible person. And, I don't get it. I feel bad for Mary. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Mary has been Pandora's ride or die. Absolutely. 100%. Balls to the wall. Mary has always been, as long as I've known these people, which is about 2 years, Mary has always been Pandora's ride or die. Always. And you throw Mary to the side like that, you got some balls. I would never throw my ride or die to the side. Ever. And yeah, Sweet Lee's husband was very, very pissed off. And I would not have, I'm sure they had a lengthy discussion last night. Well, hello, Miss Chubbs. How are you?
Hey, girl. I'm doing good. How you doing?
Well, I'm actually waiting for a phone call from the lawyer trying to get all this mortgage shit done. And so,
Um,
and then I have to paint. But I figured I would take a little bit of time this morning and, talk about the shit that went down last night because that was fucking wild.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but I'm going to tell everybody right now, reset, tick, tock, tick, tock.
Oh, dude. Listen, my best friend, I honestly do have to say, other than y'all ladies, I
Mm-hmm,
have three best friends. I got Denise, Brenda, and Katrina.
mm-hmm.
Those are my three best friends. And they are my ride or dies. If they call me at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, Angie, don't ask questions, get in the car. I'm
Right.
getting in the car. I ain't asking questions. But you don't. Hi, Weedsy. How are you, hon? Um, they know all my dirty secrets. I don't have that many dirty secrets, by the way, but they know everything I've done. They know everything I've said. They
Mm-hmm.
know how I feel about shit. I would never throw any of my ride or dies to the side because all my shit will come out.
Oh, I was shocked last night on Mary, plain and simple. I mean, Mary has been there constant through thick and thin, and no matter what's happened, she stuck by her. And now to sit there and say what she said last night, and I started trying to listen to when Phil and Laura stopped, and she went over to her channel, and once again, the narrative started with our little group, how we destroyed her life. So I'm going to remind her in saying this: a divorce involves two parties. The judge only takes into account those two parties. You alone destroyed your life, not us. So,
Um, she threw Mary under the bus.
oh yeah,
And
she
she
definitely
did.
did.
Well,
She said,
Angela's asking, so
yeah, she said she didn't believe Mary was sick. It's been about 4 years, and yeah, that's kind of the narrative she went through, and it was like, oh man, don't do this. No, this is messed up. This, I think, is a whole new low.
you know what? Listen, okay, so your ex-husband,
Mm-hmm.
your ex-husband
Mm-hmm.
had proof that you had your child say, "I'm scared my mommy has cancer," or whatever the hell she said.
Right.
He has proof that you were taking money from people
Mm-hmm.
and using your child for it.
Mm-hmm.
And your ex-husband has all this proof that you did nothing but live on the internet. You neglected your family to be on the internet, all this. Nobody had to do anything other than that.
Right.
Nobody outside had any control about this. This was my Discord that I take responsibility for, by the way. Everything that was in that Discord is my responsibility because it's my fucking Discord.
Oh,
But
yeah. But hold on one second, because I'm going to remind everybody. She once upon a time said she would never, ever be in a Discord. And I've heard her Discord has not been always on the up and up. And what Discord is, it's a place where people, multiple individuals can come together and they can chat, So she now has had how many Discords here? And, you know,
well, I can tell you right now. Let's see. If I go to Discord itself, there is. Hold on, let me scroll down here. There's one, two, three different Pandoras, just so you know.
yeah.
And they're all her, by the way. Um, but I do want to tell Sweetly, you know what? Everybody fucks up, and I get that. And personally, I still love you to death. I think you're great. I think that you have made some bad choices in who your friends are. And but personally, I have no problems being your friend. I can't support the stuff that you did, but I do I can't help who I like. Um and as far as Mary goes, Mary, I pray for you every night. You are on my I have a list that whenever I'm saying my prayers at night, you're on that list. And I hope you know that because I don't have a problem with Mary. And I feel bad that Mary is sick and Mary has to get thrown under the bus because of, you know, somebody being a bitch about stuff. Oh, and Miller, you need to go fuck yourself. Because this way you won't go get the clap like you did down in fucking Mexico.
Okay, I
From a
have
hooker. From a hooker. Not even a real date. You got it from a hooker in Mexico.
to.
And I have proof on that, y'all. I got proof. I got, as y'all come, I got receipts. I got receipts about that. Because he got all bent out of shape that he got the clap.
Yeah.
Miller, go fuck yourself.
Can
And
I?
if you want to make, hold on. If you want to make videos about me being fat, I have pictures of you in your underwear in a hotel room. I can make a video. I can figure out how to make a video, or I can send it to somebody to make a video. But listen, you need to stop. You need to stop. You need to shut the fuck up. Go have a beer. Leave everybody the fuck alone. You have no reason to talk. You're a fucking stalker. You get pissed off that people call you a stalker. You didn't have to go to Heather Wade's house. You could have stopped at Art's house, click, 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 take a picture, God bless Art, and then just gone on about your fucking business. But no, you drove down the road to go to Heather's house. Again, one time is, oh, well, you know, maybe he just wanted to stop by and say hey. Second time was, you're a fucking stalker. You called in 3, 4, 5 different wellness checks on her whenever she was doing Midnight in the Desert. Dude, stop. Nobody likes you. You're a dick. You don't like women. You think women are below you. You think that every woman is just here to service a man, and you don't like it that women talk back to you. Fuck you. Fuck you, your horse, and your fucking Millennium Falcon. Sorry. And Rodney, you're a fuck up. You need to suck up and just go back into the fucking store where you went. Nobody fucking wants you here. Okay, Chubb, go ahead and talk now.
Okay. One thing that I've noticed recently is this big nonsense, and everybody needs to read TOS. Us lurkers, us nosebleeders, us people that choose not to engage in a chat have been informed by multiple channels lately that if you're seen over in this chat, don't you come to my chat. I want to know, when did God die and start leaving these assholes in charge?
I don't know.
And aren't we all adults? Do we not have our own peace of mind?
I thought so. Well, except for Miller. Miller's, you know, the village idiot. So.
Yeah, but see, this is the nonsense that's been going on lately, and it's tug of war with people. It is actually tug of war, a mental tug of war with people. You're loyal to me. If you're loyal to me, don't you dare go over there. Do they realize how, and this is my thing, I've always said this, a variety of friends makes your life a much healthier place. A limitation of friends makes your life or your mental state of health unhealthy. and then you're playing these games back and forth. Who's the most important? You shouldn't play those games with people. People shouldn't be told, don't you dare go over here, because if you do, I'm Xing you out as a friend. That's called manipulation, blackmail. They're forcing their friendship. And if they were any kind of a friend, they would retract the statement and say, you know what? I respect you as an individual. And Angie, have I ever told you, don't you dare go on these other people's channel?
No, because what would I do?
Fuck you, Ray.
Um,
Literally.
I don't give a shit where anybody goes. I
Ex-
really don't care where you go. I don't care who you talk to. I know that I'm probably gonna go in my Discord in a little bit, and people are gonna be like, "What in the fuck did you just say?" Listen, I like who I like. I'm an
Exactly.
adult. I can like who the fuck I like. I don't give a shit.
And I
But
will say this again. I never had a problem with Sweet Wheat being a friends with anybody. I just had a problem with her not being open with us when we directly asked her. That was my issue with her.
I know.
And she will probably be friends with Lisa, oh God, I don't even know what to call her this morning. She'll probably be friends with her once again. Let's give it a little time to calm down, because we see everybody's coming back together again. Everybody in the last 6 months, I'm done, I'm finished, I'm not going to be back over there, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. Where are you guys at now?
Okay, I have a question. Since when do I go to Pandora's room? I
I,
haven't been to Pandora's room in over a year and a half.
yeah,
Why why did she feel the need last night to go, Angie, and you're not welcome in my room? Really? I don't go to your fucking room. I don't want to listen to you.
Well, see, here's the thing, and people need to understand, if you only want certain people in your room, invite them and do a private stream.
Okay.
Otherwise, grow the fuck up, shut up, and understand YouTube allows people to come in and watch without you needing to know who all is there. They don't have to comment. Nowhere does TOS says, I'm going to comment, I'm going to twist your arm if you do not say hello and let these people know that you're in their chats. So, with that said, if you don't want anybody in your chats, do private lives. That solves the problem. Otherwise, shut up, because this is a free nation. People have free will. Sorry.
Well, I I also want to say that Kim, if you happen to hear this, you're on my list that I pray for every night. I if you need a friend, you know how to reach me, and I love you, and I hope that you're going to be okay. I don't want anybody to be to the point that they feel like they don't have any other option. I've been to the point last year that I was being attacked every day, and I know how it feels, and it makes you contemplate things that you normally would not contemplate.
Yep.
And I reached out to not only my shrink but my friends, and I had a talk with them, and it I just I feel bad. I feel bad that somebody treats somebody else like that whenever they are at their very lowest point.
Right. And Kim is a human being. There should be nobody playing tug of war with her emotions right now. Nobody needs to say, excuse me, you set a timeline. Where's the evidence? Because we all know that don't work that way, realistically. And for anybody to give her a hard time about it,
Yeah.
knock it off. Because if it was you, I would guarantee you would probably be telling people, leave me alone. She's not in YouTube right now. People need to leave her be. Kim is not here in YouTube at all. And there's some people that enjoy, I'm her very best person. I'm her protector. I'm there for her, you know. Stop using her. Stop talking about her. Period.
I just don't get it. How you can say, if I say, listen, Ray, I know you're having some hard times right now. Listen, if you need me, just let me know. And then turn around and go, oh my God, did you see what fucking Chubbs did? She's such a fucking bitch. Look at the shit she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do that.
Nope.
And if you decided tomorrow that you and you and Miller were going to be like best buds, I'd be like, okay, well, guess what?
Good luck.
Um, listen, you and I are friends. We're cool, but I'm not coming to your room if Miller's going to be there because I can't. I don't like Miller. I have never liked Miller because Miller treats women like shit.
Oh, yeah. He told me on my live last week that if I supported someone, then we could not be YouTube acquaintances. And I kind of have strong feelings about that. And I told him, well, I guess we're not YouTube acquaintances because nobody's going to tell me who I can and cannot be friends with. People
Exactly.
can come to me and say, hey, I've seen this behavior in somebody. I'm concerned about you. Just watch it. I'm here if you need me. And I will have more respect for that than, somebody sitting there telling me that, hey, I'm trying to tell you about these people. People see people differently. People get along differently. But to sit there and say, well, no, if you're going to, and Angie, I'd be the first one to sit down and tell you, just because I was friends with someone does not mean that I think any less of you. I would always want to remain friends with you. And this is, I live most of my life, off of YouTube, and I don't allow a whole lot here in YouTube. But, this stuff where everybody's playing tug of war, it's making people go into chats and not say anything at all. And that's kind of sad because people that used to go in and see somebody, hey, there's so and so, I want to go in and say hi, and they're there for a few minutes and then sometimes they become a regular in the room. But, with Miller, he's got to knock this stuff off with that. He's a superior, the male who's going to protect everybody from all these bad people because all these bad people he's known for years. Everybody has a different interactions with people. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes there's multiple bad connections before somebody else can get along. But yeah, Miller's kind of got to, he can't sit here, stir the pot, cause the drama, and then jet back to 1994. That's a coward's way out. Hey, Miller, yeah, I'm talking about you. Yes, okay, listen,
Proof does not lie.
with Spoof Miller, how many years have you been friends with Spoof? And has she basically said, Miller, you lied about this? No, if I recall, she took a lot of heat one time because she valued your friendship. She got drugged really hard because she valued your friendship. And as far as warning people about different things, people have to come to their own conclusions in their own time. If I
Miller,
told you, Miller, if I came to you and I told you don't like this person because I know this person, you would probably tell me, you know what, Chubbs, that's your experience with them. I'm going to give them a chance. So I have to throw it back at you because just because of your sexual gender does not mean that I'm going to have the same exact experiences that you have.
I did not force her to block Richard or Rodney. I asked her if she would please, and she said no. Then you should have just Let
You
it
should have
go.
you should have respected her for that. She
Hey,
respected you enough to
LB.
be honest.
She's grown, Miller. She can talk to whoever the fuck she wants.
Good morning, LB. And hey, Miller, one of my good friends just came in the room, so you know. And if I had to choose any day of the week, I would be choosing LB because LB accepts me for who I am. And God knows, me and her's gone hard at each other for a long time, but we could put our differences aside and we have a lot more in common. And if I had to save a friend because of the way you treat people and the way you treat me, I would definitely hand my hand over to LB. And then I would look at you and say, are you kidding me? You want me to do what now after you've insulted me? So
Listen,
stop
I
telling
hated
people.
LB. I hated LB, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yes, LB is a good friend. Well, I guess goodbye then, Miller. You can't be
Later,
an
later.
adult.
Listen, LB and I went through our shit because of Pandora. Pandora told her that I was the devil incarnate, and I was
Oh,
a
yeah.
horrible person, and I did all these things, and then she found out I didn't, and and then I found out that LB was not, a vegan, scary person that, was going to come and kill me in my sleep. And, so, but I like LB. LB
Yeah.
is very fucking cool. And Miller, if you don't like LB, there's the door. It's a little red X. Just kind of click it. You leave. You don't have to be here, bitch.
Yeah, because my
I,
my interactions with her are not based on something that happened with you, period. My interactions with her are based on who she is, and she's a friend. Do you hear me? She is a friend, a good friend.
my dog is dreaming. I don't know what she's dreaming about, but she's growling. I, I don't know what she's dreaming.
Who's that?
That's Jade.
Oh, she probably hears the difference in the tones of voices.
No,
Mm.
she's sleeping.
Oh, she's dreaming.
Yeah. Yeah, you were a bitch for Pandora. Never listen. I mean, there was a point that every time I heard LB's voice, I cringed. Like I was like, oh fuck, this bitch gonna come after me again. And there are very few people that I was afraid of. I was actually afraid of LB. I will fully admit that, and I've admitted that to her too. But once we kind of compared notes, it was
Hmm.
like, oh, same thing with and y'all. The reason why I said this is Ghost of Christmas Past 3.0, guys, this is now 2 years into it and the fourth incarnation, except for Mary. Mary's a new part of this, but where she gets rid of everybody and brings in new people. Hey, KCL, how
Eh,
are you?
yeah, yeah, it's just I was blown away with that one last night because Mary, no matter what happened, no matter how she felt, if people really want to know what a definition of a friend is, go back and learn about their relationship, no matter what happened. And even when Howie passed, I'm not going to sit there and say that his death has not affected her. It has. But Mary can't sit there and have Lisa do, oh God, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say names, sorry. Can't make her do anything, but to sit there and say, after she's been through numerous tests, in and out of hospitals, they did a live one night because they thought she was extremely ill. Yeah, no, she's been a friend. So to throw that individual underneath the bus, that was heartbreaking last night. That I think is a whole new low. I really tried not to have any issues, but I have an issue on that big time.
I Hi Lala. I don't know you, but good morning. How are you? Um, I have I have a lot of issues about what went on last night.
Oh yeah, I do too. I mean, it's almost
It's
like sitting back,
bad.
you go back in time, but all that's difference is the names have changed, but the narrative is pretty much the same.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say because I was sitting here going, okay, I got to say this. Um, I personally called the coroner's office, me
Yeah, you
myself.
did.
I was in the Discord when I called,
Yep.
and guess what? Howie's dead. So anybody who thinks Howie is not dead, Howie is dead,
You
and
know,
I feel bad because Howie's mom is old because Howie was old. Howie's mom had to take care of all this shit. If my now I have a best friend
welcome, Lala.
that forever, like my three best friends are here in New Jersey. My One of my best friends is in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We grew up together. And if her mom called me and said Angie, blah blah blah, died, I would call up my husband, go, okay, listen, I'm fixing to drain the bank account. I have to fly to Oklahoma, and I would be there for her family because that's my best friend. So that was the big issue I had with Pandora is if you loved him so much, why did you not go and go be with his family? That's your best friend. If Jeff's wife called me right now and said, Angie, God forbid, I'm doing a cross right now. God forbid Jeff died. He got killed by a duck that flew into the windshield and he died. Okay, I would be going to Ohio because no matter what, Jeff is a dick and he acts like an ass, but Jeff for a very long time was my best friend. And I would be there for Jamie and their son.
Oh, I've been there a few times for you, even when you've been absolutely mad and frustrated with him. And there's times that I say, "Why do you keep doing this?" And he used to be a good friend. And I can get that. And it doesn't mean that there's not one time you couldn't call me and say, Chubbs, I need to talk about Tweedledum.
Oh, I have called you and gone, that motherfucker went back to goddamn Pandora again.
Mm-hmm,
What in the motherfucking hell? And Ray just sits there and goes, uh-huh, uh-huh.
mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Okay. And this surprises you why?
Yep, exactly.
And
Why does it?
that's all she says. And it's like, I don't understand. If somebody fucks me over, I am no longer your friend. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to look at you. I don't want anything to do with you. If I walk into a chat room and you're there, I'm probably going to leave because I don't want to be around you. You make me sick.
Hey, Tweedledum, so you know, there's been times that I've watched Angie be extremely upset with you. And I've even told her, take some time out, block him for a couple days, get your shit back together. You know, if he's tormenting you that much right now, block him, get your shit together, regroup. Because
It's
there's
not
been a
even
while where he just,
tormenting. It's tormenting is the wrong word.
well, no, but he kind of,
Aggravating the
yes,
shit
there
out of
you
me.
go. Yes, exactly. There we go.
Tormenting was the wrong word. I do have to, say that.
Well,
Tormenting is
no,
the
but
wrong word.
sometimes it is torment in my opinion. I call it torment. You know that.
Yeah,
And I always tell you, I respect you for it, but this is
I don't know,
bullshit.
Elsie.
He
Listen,
needs to stop. So um I have supported you with that one. And that's what a lot of people don't realize is that, um you can, and sometimes people have to remove YouTube to be friends.
okay, I'm gonna because I look like shit right now. But see all this? See that? So I do have to fix the top. But this is what I've been doing. And downstairs is painted. All this shit is painted.
Yeah, you just
So
have to cut
that's
things
all I've
in.
been doing.
The final touches.
Yes. And I have to go to I would just because Rodney's going to say something, and not Jonah's going to say something. I had a problem 2 weeks ago when I was supposed to go to the dentist. I'm going to be going next week, and then I'll be no tooth because Rodney is jumping on that bandwagon now. So, you know, and by the way, I tried desperately not to talk about anybody's facial, teeth, hair, whatever. I will talk about your house. I will talk about it. If your house is dirty, I will talk about it. But I'm not gonna attack you on your looks. But if that's the only thing you can talk about me, then that's very sad. Spoof,
Um,
I don't know.
from what I heard last night, there was a possibility that it's all going to start again. So buckle up. We're still on the roller coaster ride, hon. And yeah, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, you heard me say that because you guys are the biggest flip floppers I've ever seen. You must be suckers for punishment. So I have said it publicly. Suckers for punishment, mistreatment, misguided ideas. I'm sorry,
I
Angie.
I really hope that they have that they remember the past and that they remember that the way. Listen, I'm gonna say this, and it's not gonna be nice, and I apologize ahead of time if I insult anybody. But if you take my personal text messages and you publish them and you put them on YouTube, I'm never talking to your ass again. You know,
Yep.
because that takes a shitty ass person to do that.
Yep. And see, last night they got to hear from other people that they weren't comfortable with what was going on. And
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again. Nobody has put their information out there except for them. There is no real lifers on Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And I noticed last night you got asked again about what was in our Discord. Again, it was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Well, I can
You
tell
know
you
that?
there is a lot of bullshit in there right now about there's a lot of TikToks and there's a whole bunch of me going, look, I painted this, and yeah, and that's all that's in there.
Yeah, but
And
why do they feel that they are so freaking important that every time they decide to go back over the fence, that oh wait a minute, hey, what's in the Discord? Hey Angie, is this in there? Is that in there? You know, and this pisses me off because this is what 6 times. This is worse than a woman who is PMSing. And they make themselves so relevant that they're the ones that keep doing this publicly, and their numbers are falling. People are walking away. People are tired of hearing them blame everybody but themselves. Look in the mirror, Tweedledee.
Lala,
Sorry, Lala.
my son is 17, and my son's best friend just got back from his first year of college. My son told me that his friend was coming over this week and my presence was not needed nor wanted.
Yeah.
They're going to hang out and I can make them food. These are my obligations. I can make food and I can make iced tea, but as far as hanging out with us, no. They're my when your children become teenagers, they don't want to be around you. They are learning about their whole other person that they're becoming. And my son is like, listen, Ma, we're gonna hang out and Mike and Brand, they go come over, and like, I don't want you to hang out.
See, here's my thing, okay, with all this, just so you know. A couple weeks ago, somebody said, quote and unquote, I think that this is no longer relevant to me. I don't want the drama. I don't like the drama. I don't want to engage in the drama no more. I'm going to focus my channel on these things. I'm focusing on my life right now. And Lala was right. Last night was one of the first things that came out, and and I don't know whether to call her analyzer, analyzer, yeah, if you really think that you've got something to go with, knock yourself out. Go ahead, spend that money. A double dog dare you. Spend it.
Oh, you want to take me to court? Oh, I heard that last night too.
Yeah, I heard that one too, but here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. We had nothing to do with what was going on with her legally. And she would have to go to where each one of us lives to file in our counties against us. And then she has to obtain an attorney in our states because her attorney is not licensed to practice here. And then it would probably be told, well, maybe small claims court. Now, in small claims court, hearsay is actually allowed in there. So you want to dance, you want to tangle, you want to act big, bad, and tough. Let's do it.
So this is what I want to say to you, Candy. If you want to come to New Jersey and you want to sue me, please feel free. And then, because as soon as you do, everything that you've ever done in conjunction with, or had other people to do, or you did yourself, is all going to be brought out. And I will make sure of that. And then, when we're all done, I will make sure to countersue you for defamation, for telling people that I am this doxing fucking bitch that did. Honey, last night I snorted whenever you said, I have all the records from the Discord. No, you don't, darling. You have about 3 weeks. And as far as I know, because I have the original Discord in another Discord. See, that's the part that nobody remembers. I have another Discord that is just an archive.
Mm-hmm.
I have every fucking log. I have everything that before Richard deleted shit and before Sweetweed deleted shit, I have it.
Yep.
In an archive, because not at the end of every week, during every week, I download the log and throw it into the archive, which I am the only person that has access to that archive. The only person. Nobody else has access, because, honest to God, I don't want anybody else to have access to it, because I don't want anything getting messed around.
Right.
And a lot of the shit that Pandora's been given was not said in my Discord, my original Discord. It was not said in there. I hate to tell you this. A lot of that was doctored. I have the original. Will I provide them to you? No. If you want to subpoena me for them in court, we can do that. But remember this. I will subpoena videos from YouTube to show what kind of person you are. I will subpoena every video you have talking about me, personally talking about me. I will subpoena spoofers' text messages to go coincide with my text messages, with what you were doing between me and her. I will subpoena LB's text messages between you and her on what you were doing about me. I will subpoena every. You don't. Please, please come to New Jersey and sue me. Sue me. I dare you. Because whenever you do, I will countersue you and I will own everything that you own.
Well, see, here's the thing. By the time she gets done doing all this stuff, and like I say, it's an expensive little thing. She's got to actually get an attorney where each one of us lives. An attorney who's going to tell her, you're what over YouTube? What? Now you do understand that the divorce was between you and your husband, not between you, your husband, and YouTube. So if anything was used out of YouTube, and hearsay is allowed in small claims court. Hearsay is allowed in a regular suit.
And it's not even hearsay.
I know.
The point is, whenever you get text messages, up until 10 years ago, text messages were never allowed in court. Now it's a standard thing. Do you have the text messages between you and her? And now that's not even, because at one point in time it was considered hearsay. Yeah. Now text messages are, because they don't subpoena them from your phone. They subpoena them from the phone company. And even if you have something like Boost or Cricket or whatever, they keep those records. So no, you please, because I would love, because I'll make sure the news crews are there. I could call Molly Golightly because she lives in New Jersey, and I could have her cover on YouTube the court case. How much fun would that be? That would be so much fun, right? So come at me. Come at me for my Discord. Because your information, there was very little information in there. There was a whole bunch of stuff about your divorce, when you were going to be going to court. That was really the crux of the most of it. And you decided to be a bitch to your ex-husband. I mean, damn, my ex-husband and I, we had a dirty divorce, but there was nothing like yours. Yeah. So have fun. But I'm going to tell you what, Chubbs is right. You do have to get a lawyer in every state. And a lawyer in New Jersey, I can tell you this from experience, their retainers start at $2,000. That's just a retainer. I think I'm up to about $75,000 with the lawyer I have now for the estate. I think I'm up to about $75,000 because every time I talk to them, every time I talk to him, it's like $350 on the phone. And if I have to go to his office, it's $500. So
yeah, because
whatever money you have will be gone.
Yeah. And most people will tell you, especially when you're talking about gossip, you have to prove that you had some sort of financial loss. And again, the divorce is going to take precedence over anything you say. Oh, and Tweedledee, yeah, I'm going to pretend I'm a lawyer. I'm going to pretend that I've got this knowledge. So, yeah. But no, I am smart enough to know that retainer fees start at $5,000. Then you're charged an hourly. So as many times and as much as she would have to talk about, she'd probably spend about $10,000, then not to mention the cost to come here, to stay here, and then to go to court. It may get very costly, and it may not be worth it because you're probably going to walk away with the fact that what was said in there was just basically people gossiping. She has to prove that each one of us went and did what she claims. And she says she's got the proof. Well, here's the thing. We didn't do it. So what proof you got is all in your head. I've tried to be nice to you lately, but when you're pulling this crap and you're doing this shit again, I ain't gonna be nice because this is bullshit. I thought maybe you came together a little bit, was getting your shit together, was paying attention in your real life. Because, like it or not, you do have to rebuild your life. And it's not that hard to do, but you have to accept responsibilities for your own actions. That's got you where you're at now. Not me, not Sweet Wheat, not Angie, not Gravy, not Spoofer, and even with the other people. So, yeah, good luck.
Critters, you're absolutely right. My lawyer, every time I call him, is $350. Hold on, let me think. Okay, so every time I go into the lawyer's office, it's $500. Every time I call him, it's $350. Every time he has to send an email for me, it's $300.
Yeah,
We're up to about $75,000 right now, which
yeah.
I hope he's already said. My lawyer is so funny. He laughed and he went, "I know you're poor, so we're gonna make monthly payments." So I'm gonna be paying for the lawyer, until I die. And but you're acting like we went into your hometown, or we went into the town that you're living in, and we made a parade down Main Street going, Pandora's a bitch, Michelle's a bitch, all this. And we got you fired, we did this, we made your husband not want to talk to you, blah blah blah. That did not We did none of that. Nobody did any of that. So you come I, so you're going to have to go all over the country. You're going to have to hire lawyers from all over the country, unless you have a lawyer that's done in all 50 states, which that's going to be a very expensive lawyer.
Yeah, that's pretty rare.
And she then, whenever I countersue you with my really good lawyer that I have, I'm going to get for defamation, for slander, for you telling people that I did all this stuff when I didn't. There is no proof that I did anything, because I didn't do anything. I could have, but I didn't. You are going to owe me for the rest of your fucking life.
You want to
So
know what's
before you decide to sue anybody in the Discord, anybody, because you're going to have to get, that's the other thing. Whenever you have witnesses, now that everything's opening up and people can actually go to court, you're going to have to subpoena all of your witnesses to go to New Jersey, to Colorado, to wherever, blah, 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 blah. You're going to have to do this. That you're not going to be able to afford this. How are you going to afford all this? Because even if you have $500,000, it's going to cost you that much to do it in every state. So think long and think hard about this.
Yeah. And see, this is the thing. She forgets that there's a lot of us OGs that are around and remember the night that her ex told her that some changes were going to be made, or he was going to make them. And she ended that live abruptly. And he even said on it, he had no idea this stuff was going on. So instead of doing something that's going to emotionally hurt you more, why don't you get in touch with a psychologist, not Tweedledee, and talk with them and talk this stuff out? Because realistically, a lot of it lies with you, and you need to be able to move on and let things go. Your channel was doing good when you put an effort in it, and I get that you lost your best friend. A lot of us get that. A lot of us listened that night. But your best friend would be telling you, let it go. You're better than that. Your channel's monetized. Start focusing on this stuff. Ignore those people. Get some friends that are away from YouTube. If you have all those ladies last night in Discord that wanted to be there for you, that you hurt, Go in there. Listen to everything one of them has to say to you. Because if you hurt them, that meant they were a friend. They cared about you. Maybe not the way that you wanted them to care, and that's okay. People are different. Friends are going to be different, and they're going to care about you in different ways. You do not have to decide how each person has to care about you. Just take it one day at a time. Go back
No,
to your, you
hold
know,
on. Hold on a
she
second.
could make a good channel.
Hold on. I got to address Miller.
Okay.
Miller. So, unless you have somehow gotten into my computer and disappeared the stuff that the screenshots that I have from LGAP, there's a reason why we call you Mr. Jiggles. You admitted to it, and you admitted to it on Facebook in the group, and you admitted that you called. I don't know if it's 7 and maybe 4 or 5, but you called several times out for welfare checks, and you were very proud of it. And how about every time I have the screenshots of you saying, "Oh my God, excuse me," for anybody who is very sensitive, I apologize now. "Oh my God, I'm masturbating to Heather's voice. Oh my God, I love her voice. I love masturbating to her voice. Oh, she gets me off. Oh, I just shot across the room."
Oh my
That's
God.
what it
TMI,
says, Miller. That's
TMI,
what it says.
TMI. No, I'm
Miller, you
damaged.
want to
Stop.
play? Miller,
Okay,
it's
stop.
exactly what you said.
Oh man.
And I have proof of that. I have proof of whenever you said, "Oh, I went down to Mexico and I got gonorrhea." I have the whole thing on it, on every symptom you were having. Miller, you say shit when you're drunk, and then you go, "Oh, I didn't mean to say that." You know, what the fuck, dude? I have all this. You forget. I've known you for a long time.
And here's the thing, Miller, I wasn't going to say anything before, but you're probably the only person that I know that will claim they got lost on their GPS unit and ended up outside of Heather's Wade's house all by chance. All by chance, dude.
Small claims court, Solar. Wouldn't be small claims court. Are you high? It would be civil court, not small claims. Different court. Sorry, babe.
Slander is one of the hardest things legally to prove.
Oh, I can prove slander. Oh,
Okay, defamation of character is also extremely hard, which then you have to be able to prove between slander and defamation of character that you suffered a financial loss because of those comments. People are allowed to, last time I checked, have an opinion, and they're allowed to say that I didn't like this, or hey, I thought that food was pretty crappy. I wouldn't recommend that restaurant. That's based off of my own experience. Because if that was the case, the courts would be overloaded with a lot of lawsuits. There's people that work for a living and they do these reports about places, and they're not always polite about it. They get some of the worst experience. The GPS to Art Bell's house took me to Heather Wade's. Okay, all right, Miller, you're the one that said that Heather Wade moved into Art Bell's house.
No, Heather moved into Art Bell's studio.
Yes, thank you.
Which is down the street from his house. It's not right directly next to the house.
But why would you sit there? I don't care about Art Bell. I don't care about Googling it. You get so much grief about this. You get so much grief about this that you actually chose to basically get out and, well, here's a course to you. This woman,
calling you a stalker.
yeah, if this woman is your friend, why don't you do me a favor? Get her to come on your live stream. Don't get drunk, because she'd probably be more. Well, see, here's the thing. He says she's his friend. There is no stalking. So, Miller, get her on your stream to say for everybody in YouTube, so this is understood, that all these other rumors going around are BS. That's an easy solution. Go.
Talk to him.
I know, but see,
No,
I'm telling him, get her up there. If he could get her up there, then that would be the best way to squash this. Otherwise, it doesn't look good. Because when I was watching your video, I thought it was really odd when you says, well, my GPS is broken. And Heather Wade's probably in there drinking a Coors. I was like, oh my God, this woman has on a couple different times tell you that there was one live that I listened to where she even said, you're getting kind of creepy.
I mean, she has told him that, she told him that she does not want him to come to her house unannounced. Period.
Most people don't want anybody to come to their house unannounced. That's a pretty common thing. But yeah, like I said, I did see the video where she kind of said that, Miller was kind of creeping her out. She can understand fans, she gets that. But,
But she's a private citizen now. She's not a radio host anymore. She's just Heather freaking Wade of Pahrump, Nevada.
And if she would have been your friend, Miller, honestly, if you would have been in Nevada and you were doing this, I'm sure if she would have been your friend, she would have been willing to go on this little tour with you and share that information. But something to me says that that's not feasibly possible. You might be the biggest Art Bell fan. I'm not criticizing you for that. But when people separate themselves from you, don't try to evaluate it so hard. I did hear about the little Yoda, and like I said, she said that was kind of creepy.
Oh, no, it was a big Yoda.
Yeah.
It wasn't a little Yoda, it was a big Yoda.
Right, but what I heard her say, the thing that stuck out to me as a female, it was creepy.
Yeah. I'm trying to open up the window, and there we go.
Well, you know what, Miller? It would have probably been better if you hadn't said anything about her house. That's all I'm saying. For someone, if, in your mind, you believe one thing. In reality, and I'm an outside observer, seeing something else. And that's probably going to piss you off. And I do apologize for it. But the thing is, when you do certain things, pay attention to what people say, because you like to go back and go over those things again and again and again. And, it wasn't I'm sorry, it wasn't even flattering late this last time you went live trying to get somebody to come over, you were going to pay them money. That was kind of insulting to any female. At least I feel that way. So, but, Miller, I don't think she's friends with you.
No, she's not. And he knows that they're not friends. And, but he, Miller, don't. Solar, why are you here? Honey, we've already skipped that subject now. We're on to another thing. So, well, I mean, and then Miller's upset that, I screwed things up with him and Dave Darren because, I kind of made a joke. It was funny. Well, to me, it was funny. And, but, I did not screw anything up with him and Heather. I posted some stuff on the Heather Wade group, and but so did a lot of other people.
Well, here's the thing. The last time he said that, and he made this big announcement that Gwen and him were going to be co-hosting
That
again,
scared
and
me.
then all of a sudden it didn't take place. And the next thing I'm hearing is Miller, when he's drunk, blaming, someone else that they stole his women. I did not know that women belong to other people.
I love Gwen. Like, me and Gwen are really good friends, and
Mhm.
I think Gwen is a great chick, and she's funny as hell, by the way. I think Gwen should have her own show. She'd be awesome at it. But it's Miller has always been like this. You cannot. Hi, Swizzle Sticks. I don't know what that means, but okay, I can Google it. Um, but Miller, you can only be Miller's friend and be Miller's friend. You can't be Miller's friend and, let's say somebody that's really going to piss Miller off. Can't be Sean's friend and y'all don't know Sean, but Sean's cool. Sean's friend and Miller's friend at the same time. Or you can't be, um, anybody else's friend and be Miller's friend, because you can only be Miller's friend. And he's always been like this. It is creepy that he's filming women in casinos,
And
and
Miller,
it's very creepy that he does
you
it like
might really want to check and find out if your law is a one party or two state party for videotaping, because somebody can sue you. I saw that last one where you were trying to say that was Tweedledee, and did you notice that expression on what the woman's face was saying when she looked at you and thought you were that you were recording her?
she did not look happy.
No, she looks startled. Like, who the hell are you and what the F are you doing?
Oh, where is that picture? I have that picture somewhere. Oh, I wanted to show her. I found the picture. Okay, so ignore the way I look today, because I look like a hot mess because I got to go paint. Okay, so Miller put up a video of what I looked like in 1984. Correct? Y'all remember that?
Yep.
Okay. I want to show y'all what I looked like in 1984. Okay, y'all ready? Don't be startled. That's me in 1984. Oops. I don't look 400 pounds in that picture.
Mm-mm.
Do I look 400 pounds in that picture? I
Nope.
don't think so. That was me in 1984, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
You have on a cheerleader skirt, huh? Was you a cheerleader?
I was a cheerleader. Thank you, critters. That was me in 1984. I was a little skinny thing, and I only got fluffy after I had my knee replacement. Shocking. But yeah, that was me in 1984. I was a little skinny shit. I was a cheerleader. I did gymnastics. I did everything else. So Miller's video is wrong. That was not me. I don't know who it was, but damn, the girl could dance. I'm just saying. But that was not me. Because I found this picture. I'm like, motherfucker, I found this picture. But yeah, that was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So yeah. Are you standing next to the pole? No, that was a tree. That was a tree. Because we had a front yard, so I was in front of the tree. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that don't look like a stripper pole. That looks like
no, it
that
doesn't.
palm tree would be a little bit painful there.
Well, no, it was. I
No,
think it
it's
was
not
a
a palm
tree.
tree.
I think it was an oak tree.
Yes. Sorry.
So yeah. Hold on. Let me get it right.
Yeah. That's a smooth tree, but still, I think the bark would be a little bit painful.
But yeah, that was me back in the day. So yeah. But I figured I'd show everybody what I look like in 1984, Miller.
Yeah,
So
but Miller, please explain something to me because I'm trying, for someone who said they were never about drama. And the other day, you had to go and put up information about somebody else. And from what I understand, she hasn't posted any real pictures or anything of you. I get that you go live and you're comfortable doing that. You know, most males don't have to worry about a woman kidnapping them, torturing them, and possibly killing them. You know, so women do, unfortunately, and some women do cam up, and some women don't for whatever reasons. But I'm trying to understand for someone who says that you're not a drama channel, what you're doing is drama. And
yeah,
it seems like you're taking a personal vendetta against each person and going at them as compared to saying, you know what, you're a person and that's your opinion. And I don't have to agree with your opinion, but I'm not going to challenge your opinion and try to top your opinion and be even more nasty.
I think Miller. Honestly, and I'm going to say this because I've known Miller a very long time. I think Miller just wants friends, and I think he thinks that if he goes about it the way that he's going about it, that people are going to think he's funny. And he's really not funny. Not letting Miller is actually really funny, y'all. Like I've seen Miller crack some jokes,
Oh, yeah.
and they've been hysterical.
His
But
lives when he's doing karaoke and ain't getting shit face are decent. But lately, it's like he's slamming the Coors as fast as he can, and then he's not able to follow his chat, and his chat becomes it becomes a real shit show.
Miller is just I think Miller needs friends is what it is, but he doesn't know how to make friends and how to keep them. Because, I mean Gwen was a very good friend to him. And I mean Gwen put up with a lot of shit from him and more shit than I would have ever taken. I wouldn't be his friend after talking to me or about me like that, you know, especially the way he used to talk about her on LGAV or in the Heather Wade groups. The way he used to talk about her because other guys would talk to her, the way he would talk about her, oh my God, I would have punched him in the fucking dick.
Well, you know
But
what's really sad is he took offense that she could carry conversations on with other people. And how he felt about it
he's
wasn't the
always
same
done
way
that.
that she felt about it.
Well, he's
So,
always done that. So, you know,
yeah,
um,
Miller's doing a good job at pushing people away. That is definitely for sure. Because I mean, um, I have a couple friends in common, and you've kind of been shoving them away. It's like you do as I say. And last time I looked, these people were grown adults capable of making decisions, and you wanted to control the narrative. And that was really sad because back when I first saw you going live and stuff, you were kind of funny and you didn't get so shit faced that you were belching and, being, I'm sorry, what male sits there? I don't know, but yeah, I think that female thinks about me wanting to pleasure them. Are you kidding me? I had to pick my jaw up off the floor and say that can't be the same person. But yeah, it's the same person, just a different side.
um, use it carefully. I've made you a mod in my Discord, ma'am.
Okay.
Use it carefully.
Hmm.
Um, and if you abuse it, I will hit you with a wet noodle. Um,
I better run and hide.
you know what? I've taken a lot of shots at Miller, and I've apologized to Miller a couple of times. I won't apologize again because you're only going to get two. So I don't care. Um, Miller is Miller has some very deep issues, and he doesn't know how to be somebody's friend. He never had that structure of being a friend, and I think he just, you know, that's why that's why he acts the way he does. I mean, Miller would be a decent guy if he just stopped acting like an asshole all the time. And I've said that many, many, many times. Um, okay, the lawyer just texted me. He will be calling me in 5 minutes. So, yay. Okay, so I gotta go. I gotta talk to the lawyer, and I gotta get this mortgage thing because gotta have a lawyer. I don't know about other states, but in New Jersey, you have to have a lawyer for a mortgage.
Yep.
So, anyway,
Thanks for having me, girl.
you're welcome. Thank y'all for hanging out, and thank you everybody for chilling. And I'm sure this is gonna have a response video for Miller and Pandy and whoever else. Um, anyway, God bless and everybody. Mary, I'm praying for you. Kim, I'm praying for you. And Sweetly, I always pray for you. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all be good. Bye
Take
guys.
care.
Bye.
Bye.